In this video, we're going to look at two commands you can use in a loop, which hopefully you won't use very often, but maybe you'll find a case where it's something you need. And those two words are break and continue. So to show you what I've got going on here in my program right now, I've got the scanner object, I've got a product variable, I've got a loop that's going to run 5 times. I'm going to keep asking the user to enter in a number, and each of those numbers that are entered in, I'm going to multiply with my product. So if I run this program, hopefully it'll tell me to enter a number. It does. So I'll enter number 5, 3, 1, 6, 7, and it tells me the product of all those numbers I typed into a 630. Great. All right, so what if we wanted to make the user not allow the user to essentially zero out their product? So if they typed in 0, that would normally make everything 0. So what if we just wanted to skip that? There's lots of ways to make this work, but one way that does work is you could write a condition here that if their input is 0, instead of you know, doing the product times equals input command, we could just write the continue statement. And it's just the word continue. You see it turns purple. And what this essentially says is skip the rest of the loop body and go up here and do the increment, and then do the comparison and continue with the next iteration. So continue means skip everything that's below me in the loop and then go kind of do the increment what's rest of what's going on. So let me try this again. I'm going to enter in 3, then I'm going to enter in 0, then I'm going to enter in 7, 8, and 2. And you notice it doesn't give me a 0 product like you would expect. If you typed in 0, it should multiply to 0. It's actually skipped the multiplication where the input was 0. Okay, so that's one thing we can do. Another thing we could do is say, all right, if the user enters in 0, let's stop the loop, like totally make it stop. And you can do that with a break command. So if I run it this time, I enter in 5, enter in 4, then I type in 0, it'll stop and say that my product is 20. So it's kind of up to you if you want to use these two commands, continue and break. We're never going to really use it in class, but in any of your projects, if you'd like to use continue and break, you can. If you look online and see some looped code that someone's using, they may use continue and break, and they do have their purposes. There are some people who think pedagogically they're bad to use. I'm kind of indifferent to them. They're okay if you can understand what they're doing and when's an appropriate time to use it. You can go ahead and use them. So once again, the continue statement, you should know, allows your code in a loop to skip what's beneath it and go do the next iteration of the loop, where the break command says the loop will stop right now and we'll go do whatever's after the loop. And that's it.